Hello everyone, welcome to episode 6 of the Vanishing of Ethan Carter. Can't be that far to go, because I've only got to find out what happened to the grandfather and Ethan, because I know what happened in a couple of days since I played. So, I know the fate of the brother, the uncle, the father and the mother. Oh, okay. So how am I supposed to go then? So, in the previous episode, when I read out that poem about the sea thing, that's actually from H.P. Lovecraft. I think it was from his story, was it called The Rise of Cthulhu, which I think is his most famous story. Is there a bridge or something? Nope. And that's raging down there, but okay. So he's actually quite a strange character, was H.P. Lovecraft. He was terrified of open water, and also, did I say this already? I can't remember in the last episode. And also, yeah, I did, going underground.
Ethan was close. I could feel him, a pinprick of light in the darkness. He would know me. He would know why I'd come.
So, H.P. Lovecraft kind of gained popularity after his death, as I think I've said. But it was kind of because of the notorious Aleister Crowley and the occult. It's a rather beautiful game, I think. And I think I alluded to the fact that Aleister Crowley, I actually made a mistake. I said he was inducted into the OTO. No, he wasn't. I think he was the founder of the OTO. He was inducted into the, or maybe I was right, I don't know, the Golden Dawn. I can't remember if it's the Brotherhood of the Golden Dawn. What's that? It's a ruin. Can't remember if it's the Brotherhood of the Golden Dawn or something like that. It was an occult group anyway, as is the OTO. But one of the things about Aleister Crowley I find mystifying, or maybe not mystifying, is that I talked about the kind of resurgence of his popular. That's burning, isn't it? Yeah, I can see smoke too. So this was recent. The resurgence of popularity of Aleister Crowley. He's long dead. I think he died in, I don't know. I know he died a heroin addict. And the funny thing is, well, not funny, ha ha. I think he actually believed, because the big thing about Satanism, and in the Satanic Bible, it talks about everything is to do with will. It's like you're the god of the world. And Aleister Crowley actually believed that he could conquer his addiction to heroin by his own will alone, which he failed. And people like the Beatles were heavily influenced by him. If you look at the album cover to Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, I mean, I've never been a fan of the Beatles. I've always thought they were basically a skiffle band who were in the right place at the right time, kind of thing. But it's got portraits of people who they were inspired and influenced by, and Aleister Crowley's on there. You got to wonder about such people, haven't you? I think Gandhi was a bit of an occultist too. I think he was a member of the Theosophic Society, which was started by Helena Blavatsky, and also gave rise to the New Age movement. That's a cult. That's why I talked about David Icke, because, you know, he's very much into the New Age, and it's all occult. It was created by occultists to kind of put new language on what they believe, so that they could be more open about the occult. Okay, I was just going to say, is there anything here?
Then fight it! I have to destroy the room!
Corvus. I'm
Corvus.
sorry. Ethan.
What the hell's Corvus?
I can't let you do that.
Oh, I thought that was going to show me something somewhere. Oh. Oh, okay. Okay, so I need to change this to an O. There isn't one. Let's try. So yeah, I've been commentating a lot about the occult and secret societies and stuff in this series, and it has been commented about in the comment section. Can't remember whose question it was, sorry. Oh, Ophelia, I think, or Ophelia. It's because it's stuff that interests me. That's why I know about this stuff. Cults, the occult. Alright, came down. Yeah, of course it is. Comparative religion, history, geopolitics. I tried to brick her up in the wall, but she fought me. In the end, I couldn't do it. Not to my wife. Neither she nor the sleeper is pleased. Now I must decide whom I fear more. Well, that's saying something, isn't it? You're not sure if you fear this creature that basically wants everyone dead, or your wife. I am not myself, have not been myself. Voices again today, same as yesterday. This is most vexum. That sounds old. So, what kind of artwork is this? Oh, I'm not sure it's artwork. I think they're actually dead bodies. Oh, there's no, there isn't. Oh, yes, there is. What I must do is clear to me now. The sleeper resides in a prison of death, and pain is the key. So that'll be what that's all about then. But So the Vandergriffs must have been into this stuff for generations, because you know you can't set something like this up in, because you know, secret rooms, mechanical devices, all the other stuff. Let's have a look at this body. Almost looks like it's I get a closer look to see if it's still actually smouldering, but it isn't. Almost looks like it's made out like metal that's been corroded. Charred. Peaceful. Yeah, it does look peaceful. I thought it's a peaceful way to die, though. Oh, it was grandfather. So these are all windows now. There's Ethan and grandfather trying to open the door. It looks like he's trying to pull that table round. I mean, look at his legs. And his body's at an angle, like he's trying to pull it that way. Okay, chronology. Well, this one's going to be the last one. So that's 4. Guess this one first. This one second. Yeah, sometimes it's kind of difficult to get these. Okay.
Ethan, I fought it off. It's okay.
Grandpa, get away from me!
Your grandmother Gail is protecting me from it. Ethan, I can help you.
I found Vandergrift's diary. He said for the sleeper to wake up, someone has to suffer. Look!
Oh, he's turning it. Oh!
When I found that room, I didn't wake him up. He's trying to wake up now. Vandergrift kept his victims alive. He made them suffer. That's what the sleeper wants.
We need to get in that room.
I think I've got this right. Yeah, it would have.
I can squeeze through.
I'm guessing that's how this building ended up on fire.
Grandpa, no!
Gail, it has to be this way.
That's his wife.
The sleeper must not wake. Burning the room won't matter, Ethan. The sleeper's inside us now.
Grandpa! Get back!
We all have to die. Even you. Even me.
Not even a scream. You're on fire. Can't think of any more agonizing way to die. Oh, hello. There's Ethan. I'll wake him up in a sec. So, that's Gail Carter. Carter, yes. She was mentioned in the first newspaper cutting in episode 1. So, she was his wife. So does that mean he was a Vandergriff? Or was she a Vandergriff who married a Carter? I'm not sure. So did he write that note then, saying about not being sure of who he was more afraid of. If he did, he worked it out. It wasn't his wife. Is that petrol or is it water? Right, let's wake up Ethan, shall we?
Ethan, wake up. Well, kid, you stopped it. It was horrible, but you stopped it.
Paul Prospero? Are you really here?
I'm sorry, Ethan. I was late. Too late.
You're right. You were too late.
Oh.
Here. Again. I knew this story, and it was Ethan's as much as it was mine. And it wasn't finished. Not yet.
No. Bridge, dam, church, this place, stories, traps and skulls, space capsule, house of portals, question mark. Oh, I haven't been there. Where's it got? Cow skull. Okay. Ancient god. Oh, I can travel to all these places. Well, I guess I need to go there. Where is it though? It's before the church. Oh, hang on. It's so just to the left of stories is the house of portals. So it must be their house, or just above it. Yeah, because the arrow isn't going right to it. I'll check the house first though. Maybe something else has changed. Oh, I can go straight back? Okay. That's good. Is that the same photograph? Yep. Kitchen. No one's talking or anything. Nothing then. Actually, this was his room, I think, this one.
Travis, leave the boy alone. I see how you've been looking at him.
You don't even know, do you? You have no idea what's going on.
So how long ago did this all happen? I mean, because obviously no one's lived here for probably decades.
You have to help us. It's the only way. It wants Ethan.
You're crazy. You've all gone crazy.
That's the father. Okay,
Ethan's family blamed him. Whatever it was he'd accidentally let loose, his family was convinced that hurting him would solve their problems, would soothe their disturbed minds. Whatever haunted the Carters was still here somewhere, in the wind.
So it looked like it was up here where the arrow stopped, and this is just... Maybe I've done enough, I don't know. That's the road. Oh.
People come here for many reasons. They want to ask me questions about the future. I can see the future. So it is the past that interests me. If you want to find my house, you must answer the questions I ask of you. Does death bring peace or suffering? Would you prefer anonymity over notoriety?
Anonymity over fame too.
Do you feel victory when your words cause pain?
No. Shame.
Do you take that which you know you will not return?
I don't think so.
Is betrayal caused by inequality or injustice?
Betrayal is injustice, isn't it?
Does sin come from the heart or the mind?
Well, I suppose... caused by your senses, because that's where you get... temptation comes from your senses, so... but I suppose heart as well. Yeah, that was the... if you were expecting me to do a Q&A video, that was it. A beautiful woman sat by a river. A witch approached and told the woman she was to have a child. The woman began to cry with joy, but the joy turned to fear, and she could not stop crying. Fear turned to sadness. The woman continued to cry. She cried for months, hardly sleeping, until the child was born. But the crying had aged the woman, and she was no longer beautiful. When he was old enough, her son climbed the mountain to find the home of the witch. He asked her if she could make his mother beautiful again. The witch asked the boy many questions. After hearing the answers, the witch told the boy she had lied to the mother about her child. The boy disappeared, and the mother was beautiful again. So...
Ethan, the point of life is not to rock the boat. Just try to get along.
What?
Stop living in your head. Do something real. That's what people respond to. Reality.
So, because the witch lied to the mother, the beautiful woman, about her having a child, when she told the child that she had lied, the child ceased to exist. Ethan, honey, I'm sorry I yelled at you. I want you to keep this note and read it every time I lose my temper. I don't mean it. And what does that say? What is that word there? I don't mean it, and no, I got a snake's tongue. You're my little guy, my precious bean. You just gotta pull your head out of them clouds, okay? Love, Mum. Sorry I yelled at you. I want you to keep this note and read it every time I lose my temper. How about just working on your temper? Being a decent mother. No, it's... you gotta give him stuff to do instead. Is it this way? Back to the portal? I think not. It's this way. I think. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I can see the house. So they're a hell of a family, really. Right, so is this thing going to be filled in now? Yeah. Oh, the Witch Forest. Oh. I think I've worked this out. Have you?
Christ, Ethan, you're in here again? You missed dinner. Mom and Dad are pissed. They've been looking all over the place.
Get out of here, Travis. Leave me alone.
Hey, Ma, he's in here.
Can't help thinking that the gene pool for this particular family was fairly shallow. Looking at them.
Honey, be careful with that lamp.
Dale, what the hell's wrong with your kid? painting on walls, writing his stories. I mean, what the fuck?
Ethan!
Using his brain.
For God's sake. You missed dinner!
I'm sorry. I've been working on a story all day. How long have I been out here?
The Adventures of Paul Prospero, supernatural detective. Where do you get this stuff?
Pop, would you get Travis out of here, please?
He draws pictures on walls. What the hell is that?
Chad, shut up.
You got yourself a faggot for a son, Dale.
Travis,
Wow.
let's go. Come on.
Faggot! Ethan, you're a fucking faggot!
Travis, stop it!
Shit! Shit!
Everyone, go! Get out!
Ethan, get out! The smoke, it's toxic!
Oh, Jesus. Oh, God! What do we do? What do we do?
Worked out now, right? But almost worthy of M. Night Shyamalan. 7 o'clock. That's what the clock says in the turbine place. And the one at the train station said 7:05, I think.
I wrote about you, but I don't know if I created you.
You made me real.
I can't go yet. I have to finish my story about you. I wrote stories about everyone.
I know you did. But my story's done. And it's a fine story.
I can let go?
You can let go.
What happens then?
Another story, kid. What else?
$7:04. So that the other clock said 7:04. So you got to say that the kid, although talented, had a twisted imagination. But what caused his imagination to become twisted? I'd have to say his family. His father was weak. His brother and uncle were nasty. His mother couldn't control her temper. Dysfunctional family. She looks like a bruiser, doesn't she? I wonder what did happen to them. I think they covered it up. So that was a really well put together game. I'd say that's the best single player game I've played in a long time. I've enjoyed it so much. I think the storyline was really well put together. The pace of it was really well done. The graphics were beautiful. Yeah, it was exceptional. The only criticism I've got is the price. It was 15 quid. I think it should have been 10. Because it's like, what, 2.5 hours to complete? Yeah, I was right. That was 9 astronauts. So I did buy another, they call them walking simulators, sort of mystery game that I did allude to in a previous episode, called Dear Esther. Absolutely diabolical, pretentious load of nonsense. You can't interact with anything, all you've got is this ridiculous narration that's pretentious and meaningless, and the graphics are pretty uninspiring, and so I got a refund. So I have found something that was free, so I might check that out. For a future series. But I've really enjoyed this, and I'd like to say congratulations to the astronauts. Whatever you bring out next, I will certainly be having a look at. You did a great job. And when you consider this is a non-English speaking, you know, English isn't their first language, they're Polish. They've done a fantastic job. So, I hope you've enjoyed this series as much as I've enjoyed making it. And thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, subscribe, and I will see you very soon. Bye for now.